When people talk about the Sigma male, they often describe him as the lone wolf of society. He doesn't need to sit at the top of a social hierarchy like the alpha, nor does he follow the pack like the beta. Instead, he walks his own path, guided by independence, self-awareness, and personal strength. But being a Sigma male is not about what you claim to be, it's about how you live every day. The truth shows itself in habits. Habits are powerful. They shape character and prove who you really are beneath the surface. You can talk about being independent, but if your daily life doesn't reflect it, those words mean nothing. Sigma males separate themselves from others through actions. Their habits reveal the discipline, self-control, and quiet confidence that make them stand apart. In this video, we will explore 6 habits that prove you are truly a Sigma male. These are not about pretending to be mysterious or trying to impress anyone. They are natural behaviors that grow out of a lifestyle rooted in independence and strength. Habit number 1 is about embracing solitude and using reflection to grow stronger. Habit number 2 is practicing real self-sufficiency, both emotionally and practically. Habit number 3 is living by your personal values instead of bending to social expectations. Habit number 4 is keeping your circle small, focusing on depth over numbers. Habit number 5 is staying low-key about your achievements, letting actions speak louder than words. And habit number 6 is the ability to adapt without losing yourself, showing flexibility without conforming. By the end of this video, you will see how these habits define the Sigma lifestyle. They prove that Sigma is not just a label, it's a way of being that reveals itself in daily choices. If you find these habits in your own life, you may already be living the Sigma path without even realizing it. Habit number 1, embracing solitude and reflection. One of the clearest habits that prove you are a Sigma male is the ability to embrace solitude. While many people feel uncomfortable being alone, Sigma males actually thrive in it. Solitude is not seen as isolation or punishment. Instead, it is a space for reflection, self-improvement, and peace. Most people rely on constant noise, social gatherings, endless entertainment, or external validation to fill their time. But Sigma males use silence as a tool. They value time away from the crowd because it allows them to reset and think deeply. This habit of embracing solitude separates them from others who depend on outside energy. When a Sigma male spends time alone, he does not waste it. He reflects on past choices, evaluates his goals, and plans his future. This reflection sharpens his self-awareness, giving him clarity about who he is and what he wants. While others are distracted by social comparisons, he is quietly building inner strength. For example, consider how many people fear eating alone at a restaurant or traveling solo. They think it looks strange or lonely. A Sigma male doesn't care about that perception. If he wants to enjoy his own company, he will do so confidently. He finds value in solitude because it gives him freedom to live on his own terms. Another aspect of this habit is how solitude fuels creativity and problem-solving. In silence, the Sigma male is able to focus without distraction. Many of his best ideas or strategies come during times of reflection. He doesn't need a crowd to guide his decisions, he trusts his own judgment. This independence makes him less vulnerable to manipulation and peer pressure. Of course, this does not mean he avoids people completely. Sigma males can enjoy company, but they don't need it constantly. They know how to balance social interaction with private time. This balance is rare in today's world, where constant connection is the norm. Choosing solitude shows strength because it proves he can stand alone without fear. In practical terms, embracing solitude may look like setting aside time for reading, journaling, meditating, or simply walking alone in nature. These small habits build resilience and clarity. Over time, they make the Sigma male stronger and more focused than those who never stop to be alone with their thoughts. This habit also teaches emotional independence. Many people fear being alone because they depend on others to feel valuable. The Sigma male proves his worth to himself during his quiet moments. He doesn't need constant reassurance because he already knows who he is. By embracing solitude and reflection, the Sigma male builds a foundation of strength that cannot be shaken. This habit sets him apart and proves his independence more clearly than words ever could. Habit number 2: strong self-sufficiency and independence. Another habit that proves you are a Sigma male is strong self-sufficiency. Independence is at the heart of the Sigma lifestyle. It is not just about wanting freedom, it is about building the skills and mindset to live without depending too heavily on others. Most people are tied to systems of support that make them vulnerable. They rely on constant approval from friends, emotional support from partners, or even financial help from family. Sigma males respect relationships, but they do not depend on them for survival. They focus on becoming self-sufficient in every important area of life. Financial independence is one example. A Sigma male works to build his own stability so he doesn't have to rely on others for security. He avoids unnecessary debt, values smart money management, and seeks ways to create multiple sources of income. This doesn't mean he has to be rich. It means he has control over his life and freedom of choice. Emotional independence is just as important. Many people tie their mood to the approval or rejection of others. A Sigma male breaks free from that cycle. He values his own opinion above all and does not let outside validation control his emotions. When someone criticizes him unfairly, he does not fall apart. When someone praises him, he appreciates it, but doesn't become addicted to it. His self-worth is steady because it comes from within. Another part of self-sufficiency is practical independence. Sigma males take pride in learning skills that make them capable. They prefer to solve problems on their own rather than always relying on help. Whether it's fixing something at home, cooking their own meals, or finding solutions at work, they show initiative. This habit proves strength because it demonstrates both responsibility and confidence. Consider how a narcissist or manipulator tries to control others through dependence. If someone relies on them for money, attention, or status, they hold power. The Sigma male avoids this trap by minimizing reliance. He does not let others hold control over his life because he is able to stand on his own. This doesn't mean Sigma males never accept help. The difference is they are not dependent on it. They choose when to collaborate, and they remain capable even when help is not available. That level of independence makes them reliable, resilient, and respected. Self-sufficiency also builds freedom in decision-making. Because the Sigma male is not tied to approval or dependence, he can make choices based on his values and goals. He doesn't have to ask permission or bend to pressure. He can take risks, explore new opportunities, and change direction without waiting for others to catch up. Ultimately, this habit of strong self-sufficiency proves one of the core truths about Sigma males. They don't just talk about independence, they live it. Through financial stability, emotional control, and practical capability, they show that they can handle life without leaning too heavily on anyone else. This makes them strong, adaptable, and almost impossible to control. Habit number 3, prioritizing personal values over social expectations. One of the strongest habits that separates a Sigma male from the rest of society is his ability to prioritize his personal values over social expectations. Most people, whether they admit it or not, spend much of their lives trying to fit in. They follow trends, chase approval, and bend to what society says is acceptable. The Sigma male breaks this pattern completely. His compass is internal, not external. This habit shows up in small choices as much as in big decisions. For example, many people feel pressured to choose a certain career path because it is respected or provides status. A Sigma male, however, chooses based on passion, growth, or freedom. He doesn't care if others think the path looks unusual. What matters to him is that it aligns with his values. Social expectations often push people toward conformity. Dress this way, act this way, speak this way, and you will be accepted. The Sigma male ignores these rules. He dresses how he feels comfortable, speaks honestly, and refuses to fake a personality to gain approval. This does not mean he is rude or careless. Instead, it means he chooses authenticity over popularity. Another way this habit appears is in relationships. Many people date or marry based on pressure from family, friends, or cultural norms. They worry about what others think of their choices. The Sigma male rejects this idea. He values genuine connection above appearances. If a relationship doesn't align with his values, he walks away no matter what others expect. Prioritizing personal values also means the Sigma male lives with integrity. He does not compromise his principles just to avoid conflict or to win favor. If he believes in honesty, he practices it even when it costs him. If he values freedom, he structures his life to protect it. This consistency proves that his life is built on authenticity, not on the shifting standards of society. One of the reasons this habit is so powerful is because it creates true independence. People who live for social approval are always controlled by others. Their worth depends on outside acceptance, which can be given or taken away. The Sigma male, by contrast, builds his worth on his values. No one can take that away. Consider how this habit looks in daily life. It may mean saying no to social events that don't feel meaningful. It may mean choosing a minimalist lifestyle instead of chasing luxury. It may mean refusing to gossip or engage in shallow behavior. Each small decision reinforces the same truth. The Sigma male answers to himself first. This habit also creates respect, even from those who don't understand it. People may not always agree with the Sigma's choices, but they recognize his strength in standing firm. Authenticity has power because it is rare. In a world of imitation, the one who refuses to conform stands out. By prioritizing personal values over social expectations, the Sigma male proves that his life is his own. He does not live for approval, image, or pressure. He lives by what matters most to him. That is a habit few people can claim, and it is one of the clearest signs of the Sigma lifestyle. Habit number 4, keeping your circle small and meaningful. Another habit that proves you are a Sigma male is the way you manage relationships. Unlike many people who chase large social networks, the Sigma male keeps his circle small and meaningful. He chooses quality over quantity, valuing depth and trust instead of numbers and appearances. In today's world, popularity is often measured by how many friends you have on social media or how many people you can gather in a group. The Sigma male is not impressed by those numbers. He understands that real strength comes from meaningful bonds, not from a crowded room of shallow connections. This habit is rooted in independence. Because the Sigma male is comfortable with solitude, he does not need a large group to feel secure. He prefers a few close relationships built on trust, honesty, and mutual respect. These are people he can rely on and who understand his nature. For example, while others may spend time at every party or event just to feel included, the Sigma male chooses carefully. He would rather spend an evening with one trusted friend than with a dozen acquaintances who only know him on the surface. He values conversations that matter more than empty chatter. Keeping a small circle also protects him from manipulation. Narcissists, fake friends, and opportunists thrive in wide social circles where they can hide behind charm. But the Sigma male's limited circle makes it harder for such people to gain access. By keeping his trust guarded, he avoids unnecessary drama and betrayal. This does not mean the Sigma male is antisocial. He can be social when he chooses, and he often has strong social skills. The difference is that he does not give energy to relationships that don't serve him. His time and loyalty are valuable, and he invests them wisely. Another aspect of this habit is loyalty. Because his circle is small, the Sigma male values and protects those relationships deeply. He shows up for the people he trusts, offering support without hesitation. This loyalty is rare in a world where many friendships are built on convenience. The small circle also reflects his values. By surrounding himself with people who share his principles, he strengthens his own path. He avoids being pulled into shallow trends or toxic environments because his circle keeps him grounded. In practical terms, this habit means he might decline invitations, avoid gossip-driven groups, or cut ties with those who drain his energy. Instead, he focuses on relationships that help him grow, encourage him, and respect his independence. This selective approach to relationships may confuse others who measure worth by popularity. But for the Sigma male, it proves his strength. He does not need a crowd to feel validated. His few strong bonds are more valuable than 100 empty ones. By keeping his circle small and meaningful, the Sigma male protects his energy, strengthens his values, and proves once again that he does not live by society's standards. He chooses quality over quantity, and in that choice he shows true strength. Habit number 5. Staying low-key about goals and achievements. A clear habit that proves you are a Sigma male is the way you handle success. Unlike others who broadcast every achievement to gain recognition, the Sigma male stays low-key. He works quietly toward his goals and lets results speak for themselves. This habit reflects the Sigma's independence. He does not need constant validation to feel accomplished. While many people use social media to show off every success, the Sigma male finds no satisfaction in proving himself publicly. His satisfaction comes from personal progress, not from applause. For example, when he gets a promotion at work, he doesn't brag about it endlessly. Instead, he focuses on the new responsibilities and how they align with his personal goals. When he achieves a milestone in fitness or learning, he celebrates privately or with his close circle. He doesn't need the world to cheer for him. The reason behind this habit is simple. Sigma males are motivated by purpose, not by recognition. Their goals are personal, and their achievements are steps on their own path. Public validation adds nothing to that purpose. Staying low-key also protects them from unnecessary competition. When others don't know what the Sigma male is working on, they can't interfere or sabotage. His progress happens quietly, often surprising people when results are finally visible. This secrecy is a form of power because it keeps control in his hands. Another benefit of this habit is humility. Sigma males recognize that bragging often hides insecurity. They have no interest in proving themselves through words because they know actions are more powerful. This quiet confidence commands respect more effectively than constant self-promotion. In practical terms, staying low-key may look like working on a side project without telling anyone until it is finished, or avoiding the need to post every accomplishment online. It may also mean keeping financial success private, choosing not to flaunt wealth or possessions. This habit also shows discipline. By keeping goals private, the Sigma male avoids the trap of seeking praise before results. Many people announce goals to gain attention but never follow through. The Sigma male does the opposite. He works silently until the goal is achieved. Staying low-key is not about being secretive for its own sake. It's about protecting progress and focusing on what matters. The Sigma male values the journey more than the spotlight. By staying low-key about goals and achievements, the Sigma male proves his independence once again. His strength is quiet, his confidence steady, and his success undeniable, even if he never announces it. Habit number 6. Adaptability without conforming. One of the most powerful habits that prove you are a Sigma male is adaptability without conforming. Many people confuse the ability to adapt with giving in to pressure. They believe fitting in is the same as surviving. The Sigma male proves otherwise. He adapts to situations when necessary, but never changes his core identity to please others. Adaptability means flexibility. Life throws challenges, unexpected changes, and shifting circumstances. While others panic or collapse, the Sigma male adjusts. He studies the situation, finds solutions, and continues forward. This ability makes him strong and resilient. But the important detail is that he does not conform. He bends without breaking. He shifts without losing himself. For example, in a workplace, most people might adopt the personality of the group just to blend in. They laugh at jokes they don't like, agree with opinions they don't believe, and copy behavior they don't respect. The Sigma male can work well in that same environment, but he does not betray his values. He adapts to the professional setting while still maintaining his authenticity. Adaptability without conforming also shows up in social situations. A Sigma male can walk into any crowd and interact with people smoothly. He doesn't isolate himself out of pride. But even as he adapts to the energy of the group, he never pretends to be someone he is not. He does not exaggerate his personality to fit expectations. This balance makes him both relatable and unique. Another example is how he handles adversity. Life often changes in ways we cannot control, losing a job, facing health issues, or dealing with unexpected events. Many people struggle because they cling too tightly to stability. The Sigma male adapts quickly, finding new strategies and staying calm under pressure. Yet through it all, he holds on to his independence and values. He does not let crisis force him into conformity. This habit gives the Sigma male freedom. Because he adapts without conforming, he can move through different environments without losing himself. He can succeed in business, relationships, or personal projects without needing to copy others. His strength comes from flexibility, not from pretending. Adaptability without conforming also earns respect. People notice that the Sigma can adjust to new circumstances while staying authentic. He is not stubborn, but he is not fake either. That balance is rare, and it makes him both dependable and admired. In practical terms, this habit means learning new skills when necessary, staying open to different perspectives, and adjusting behavior for context, without betraying personal values. For example, he may dress professionally for a meeting, but still carry himself with quiet confidence. He may listen to different opinions, but still form his own. This habit also protects him from control. Manipulators often pressure others to conform. They try to force people into molds they can exploit. But the Sigma's adaptability allows him to flow around the pressure without submitting to it. He can adjust enough to survive, but never enough to lose his individuality. By practicing adaptability without conforming, the Sigma male proves one of his greatest strengths. He is flexible, resilient, and open-minded, yet completely authentic. This balance allows him to thrive in any situation without ever becoming a copy of someone else. We've covered 6 habits that prove you're a Sigma male. These habits are not about labels or pretending, they are about how you live every day. Sigma males embrace solitude and use it for reflection. They practice self-sufficiency and independence in all areas of life. They follow personal values instead of bending to social pressure. They keep a small circle of meaningful relationships. They stay low-key about their goals and achievements. And finally, they adapt to life's challenges without ever conforming or losing themselves. Each of these habits shows strength, independence, and authenticity. You don't need to announce to the world that you're Sigma. Your habits speak for you. If you recognize these habits in yourself, then you already live the Sigma lifestyle, whether you call it by that name or not. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And in the comments, tell us, what habit do you feel defines you the most?